Hi there, this is Alan Schiff. Um, Thank you for your patience while we went through this whole process of learning about the PPP loans, the PPP second draw loans, as well as the employer retention tax credits. I wanted to share with you our program dealing with PPP and the employer retention tax credit. On our website, you would go to our website. If you would like us to help you file for your PPP first draw loan forgiveness, you would fill out your name of the applicant, the officer's name, your name, first name, last name, your title. Please read the engagement letter, check the box here. You click on the blue hyperlink here for the engagement letter. And that way it outlines your responsibilities as well as Schiff and Associates responsibilities as well. Please sign this form, the business address, city and state and zip code, email, the best phone number to reach you, probably your cell would probably be best. The name of the bank that you use for the first draw PPP, the amount of your first draw PPP. And the question is, have you applied for your first draw PPP loan forgiveness yet? That's very, very important because that will certainly give us the direction that we need to determine whether or not we have to apply if you engage us to do so. And if you have already applied for the first draw, how that would impact the employer retention tax credit. Make sure you have your SBA number from your first draw PPP loan on the application here, your bank's PPP forgiveness application link. So most of you have probably been contacted by your bank. They've given you a link for their application. Just copy and paste the link here so that we can start helping you with the process of your first draw PPP. If you have a username and password, have you provided to us, or will you provide it to us so that we can get on your bank's portal to help you with your PPP loan forgiveness. Your payroll company is really important because we're going to have to be in touch with them, particularly with the employer retention tax credit. In other words, do you use ADP or Paychex or Shore Payroll, Gusto, things like that. So be certain to put your payroll company there. And then we have 3 services. These are approximate fees. The first service is assistance with the first draw PPP loan forgiveness. In other words, you don't qualify for the employer retention tax credit and you would like us to help you with the PPP loan forgiveness. You would check that box. The second box is assistance with just the employer retention tax credit and no PPP loan forgiveness. And then, of course, the third box would be the combination of both. That would be assistance with the first draw paycheck protection program loan, the first draw PPP loan, and also the employer retention tax credit. That's really where we're going to maximize the amount of tax credit you get, as well as maximize your loan forgiveness so that the loan can be forgiven and that we're going to use as much payroll as we can for the ERTC, for the employer retention tax credit. We will require a $500 retainer to get started. It can be paid by credit card. And if you like, there's in the section to pay online for the credit card, it asks for an invoice number. You can put the example I have here, Smith PPP, so that we know that this is you authorizing us to get started on either the PPP or the ERTC. The second draw PPP forgiveness is not available at this time. Many of you are still using your second draw PPP, so we have time certainly to help you with that in the future. Make sure that you will provide us with your PPP loan document that tells us how much your first draw loan is, so that we can certainly try to maximize your loan forgiveness and the employer retention tax credit. And you have to check this box here saying you're not that you're not a robot, and then you just submit the form. So that's what it's all about. We're now done with tax season, so we certainly have the time to get started. This will become on a first come, first served basis. Just to try to remember the rules that we've been through. Remember, you have the 24-week period that I've been suggesting all along. That's from the date that you received your PPP first draw loan, and to use all those funds during that 24-week. And then once the 24-week period ended, you have 10 months to seek forgiveness. This is where we're at right now. Most of you will be in July of 2021 or August of 2021. So we need to get started very, very quickly to get this done. And once again, this is going to be these services are going to be provided on a first come, first served basis. If you have specific questions, you're certainly welcome to email myself or Jeremy Goodwin or Jordan Schiff. Jeremy Goodwin is jgoodwin@schiffcpa.com. Jordan is jschiff@schiffcpa.com. And most of you know my email is aschiff@schiffcpa.com. We look forward to helping you with this process. Now, please be patient because there's a lot of work that's got to get done, and we'll go from there. Hope that each of you are well and safe, and certainly enjoying the early spring and early summer weather. Take care.